Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. I am Friend Chad Pearson, and welcome again to my channel. It is August 14th of 2024, 6:50 in the a.m. Happy Wednesday, happy Wednesday. Let's say it together. Praise our God from whom all blessings flow. Citizens of America, could the Israeli-Hamas conflict be the wild card for the incumbent? Yes, for the Democratic Party. Man, should I think like that? Has history ever shown that before? Yeah, not only in America, but around the world. It is a possibility that the chain can be jerked, the snake can be rattled overseas, which can affect and determine the outcome of the President of the United States. A non-elected, for lack of a better way to put it, situation by the body that is the American citizen, you and I. A vote can be passed in the form of a missile. Yes, a vote can be passed in the form of a grenade. A vote can be passed in the form of monies being issued. It's off the chain. And I know you're thinking about it. And if that's the case, it's out of our hands. That is the election. Going to have you listen to a few videos here. I want you to ponder what I'm building here. That the Democratic Party, the Biden administration, the future of Harris. You see, because she hasn't done any interviews as of yet. And yet, as of yesterday, we have 84 days left before the election. And we see serious movement in the Middle East. So again, is this the wild card that can be pulled at any moment? And then Americans will galvanize around the leadership and or the orchestration. I don't like it, and I'm sure you don't either.
So let me ask you this, because in the cycle of violence in the Middle East, and by the way, this has been going on for decades, if and when Iran carries out such an attack, Israel will then say it needs to respond to retain deterrence or reestablish deterrence and retaliate in some way. I'm trying to figure out how we get out of this cycle.
Well, I think it depends on how much damage is done by Iran against Israel. If it isn't a whole lot of damage, then that's where the U.S. Through diplomatic actions can talk to Israel and say, let's call it a day. So we can move on with the ceasefire in Gaza. So I think it depends. It depends on the level of attack from Iran.
What is the danger that the U.S. gets drawn into this attack? I mean, it's going to participate likely in some way, largely if they can, right?
And what is the danger? I pointed this out before. Escalation could mean that we're definitely in the thick of it, because we're already in it. The moment we pledged the dollar, that was it. But it was last year, October 18th, like Luke 10:18, Biden was there. And he said, "You are not alone." Iran could possibly hit our oil fields, which would do serious damage to our economy. I'm sure our administration knows that. The question is, are we in a strategic position to prevent that? That's a major concern. And of course, life trumps all of that on both sides. You know my position, I don't want war. I've been writing on it since I was a budding journalist back in 1978. I've been writing on this Middle East. But now it's crunch time, people. And again, is this a wild card?
Good to be with you, and that is absolutely right. With Israel bracing for possible retaliatory strikes from Iran and its allies in Lebanon, the U.S. Defense Secretary Lloyd Austin has ordered the USS Lincoln to get underway and speed up its arrival in the Middle East on Sunday. Now that vessel is equipped with F-35 fighter jets. It will join another aircraft carrier, the USS Theodore Roosevelt, in the Gulf of Oman, where it is stationed now with multiple warships already there. And in a rare disclosure, Pentagon Press Secretary General Patrick Ryder also said that the Defense Secretary ordered guided missile submarine, the USS Georgia, to the Middle East. It's a nuclear-powered submarine armed with cruise missiles. The submarine had been in a training exercise with Italy in the Mediterranean Sea, so it was in the region when it was rerouted. But this is really a rare disclosure, typically.
So when you're doing exercises called basic military preparation in an area that's friendly to you, so they're already ready. It's like before you get to Olympic trials, you practice before you go over to a country to compete. It's a reality, people. Now, before we can go forward, we need to go back and look at some history. Yesterday was August 13th of 2024. Our election is coming up November 5th of 2024. The difference is 84 days. And of course, like I've said a million times before, Barack Obama is our 84th. He was born on August 4th. Israel became a nation May 14th, 1948. And today is August 14th of 2024. We have 76 years and 92 days ago, Israel became a nation. And arguably, they've been at war more times than they have had peace. Exactly 915 months where the odds are they have been at war. America became a nation July 4th, 1776. Today is August 14th, 2024. And we have not learned our lesson either. We're 248 years old and 41 days today. Talk about a prediction, a rough guide to hell, where on December 22nd of 2012, the magazine cover has Hamas flying. There's a headband that has Hamas on it, flying and shooting at Israel. How could they be that accurate from December 12th of 2020? How can they be that accurate in a world of fire and oil? Barack Obama in a boat that says pride, and he's going under a canal. A canal means like new birth. Is this prediction going to be carried and followed through on so many levels? Is Obama part of the orchestration? Will Michelle Obama get back in the White House? Will the war be on his watch, in a sense, because his wife will get back into the White House? The canal could definitely symbolize birth, that they're birthing something. He's going under a canal. What lies ahead, people? If they could predict Hamas flying in the air, shooting at Israel one day, and it's come to pass, will this come to pass also? A new birth? It's a valid question, isn't it? Now, here's that magazine, up to date. That magazine was created 12/22 of 2012. But if we make the anniversary of 2023, its last anniversary, versus the day that the war started between Hamas and Israel, October 7th of 2023, the difference is 2 months, 2 weeks, and 2 days. 222. That explains in relation to the canal, people. Because 222 is an orchestration of the Antichrist. The Antichrist, Barack Obama, is 222. The Beast of Revelation is 222. The system is 222. It seems to be crafted as well, because it's a mathematical improbability that someone could create such a magazine unless it's in the spiritual realm. Do you follow me? Now let's look at this, as if we've learned our lessons from history. World War I, July 28th, 1914. July 28th. You take July 28th of 1914, World War I, subtract it from yesterday's date, because we have 84 days left before the election. The difference is 110 years, 2 weeks, and 2 days. 2-2. 2-2 is V. The 22nd letter of the alphabet is V. And I've shown you time and time again, because all I have to do is just up the numbers to the dates. I should be able to do that here, right? There you go. If we take July 28th of World War I, right? And we make it World War I. If we make the anniversary of 2024, July 28th, subtract it from yesterday's date, 2-2. I've shown you before, in iPad Go 2, there's a cartoon with Barack Obama having a V come off his head, sweating, as the American flag is shredded in the air. The 22nd letter of the alphabet is V. 2-2. And let's go back a little bit. For those of you all who haven't caught my video, French Shot Blue, I have a Christmas video. I have a Christmas video you really need to check out. Joe Biden's Nutcracker, the most incredible revelation. In that video, what you're going to see is you're going to see in the Christmas, there is a period in the news clip In the actual news clip, you're going to see a period where they're dancing. And as they dance, you're going to literally see that V. And here it is right here. That's a V. That's the same V that's on his head. Do you follow me? The Jill Biden Christmas Bazaar made what? December, I believe, 13th of 2023. They're dancing, getting ready for the alleged Antichrist, the sun god Ra. And they're dancing, and there's a V. There's a V coming. Look at it. Is this all coincidence? Look at that. It's right there. It's right there. And then if you go to I Pet Goats 2, you got a situation also there. And in that, see if we can pull that up. In I Pet Goat 2, there's a little girl sitting on the floor, and she rolls the apple. And the apple rolls, and look, there's the V. Out of the apple comes what? A lotus flower. It literally blooms. Lotus flower means Kamala. And coincidentally, we have a vice president named Kamala Harris. Out of the lotus flower comes what? The sun god Ra. It's all tied, is it not? It's deep, y'all. What'd you think? Is it all coincided with this? He's in a boat. Barack Obama's in a boat. Going on a canal, a new birth. Is that what this celebration is about? They're dancing. Everybody's dancing. And is that the Baphomet or a snake? What are they bringing in, allegedly? The 2-2, is it speaking from World War I? And now we have World War II. September 1st, 1939. September 1st, 1939. Yesterday's date, 8/13/2024, in which what? It's 84 days before the election. Well, since World War II till today's date, and yesterday's date rather, we have 84 years in between. 84. And again, Barack Obama was born August 4th. So 84 years, 11 months, 1 week and 5 days ago, we started World War II. Have we learned our lesson? Is there a window open for World War III? This video I will not play because the odds are I will not be monetized. But if you check this out, Ron Paul, 2009, Israel encouraged and started Hamas. This man put his credentials on the line and put it in perspective. That here we are, allegedly and trying to do a good deed back in the day. We helped create, along with Israel, we encouraged Hamas. We thought it'd be beneficial in that area. And it backfired on us. He caused it blowback. If you're my age or you're a student of history, you recall this by this great politician. Have we learned our lesson? Or is all this being orchestrated? Way back in the day, is there some nemesis behind the scenes orchestrating this thing on a daily, weekly, monthly, and quarterly basis? We didn't learn from the past presidents who told us, leave this military industrial complex alone. We didn't learn from great guys like Smedley Butler, who said war is a racket. Have we learned? Blood on both sides being spilt, blood being spilt since Cain and Abel. Have we not learned our lesson? Or do we even care? I don't think the populace really wants war. It's the leadership that comes into question. So it's tantamount what this man said, and I would admonish you to listen to what he says. This is where we at, people. U.S. approves $20 billion in weapons sales to Israel amid threats of wider Middle East war. This was just approved August 13, 2024. U.S. has approved $20 billion in arms sales to Israel, including scores of fighter jets and advanced air-to-missile, the department announced Tuesday. Congress was notified of the impending sale, which includes more than 50 F-15 fighter jets, advanced medium-range air-to-missiles, 120 mm tank ammunition, and high-explosive mortars and tactics vehicles, and comes at a time of intense concern that Israel may become involved in a wider Middle East war. I informed you guys that letters have been going out by the Selective Service of age required, mostly men, Selective Service, so that if they're in the case of an emergency, they know your location, you'll be drafted into the war. It's a lottery system. I also informed you that here's a nightmare scenario. If we send millions of troops out of our major cities and we still have these illegals right here, could there be a possible takeover of America from within? Because aged, required men and women have left our shores. People, it's more than just this situation speaking from Hamas going after Israel. It's titled A Rough Guide to Hell. I believe that's accurate. I would also make a subtitle to this: The Election That Was. The election that was. A possible hidden ballot cast by those secret groups who are running things not only internationally, but nationally, for the purpose of a one world system. A rough guide to hell and the election that was. I am Friendship Pearson. I believe in Jesus Christ. I believe that he died for our sins. I believe that he is coming back one day. And I do believe this is Bible prophecy. I try to give daily perspectives on what's going on. And what I can tell you is that there's no way with all the money and the intel that has been spent in the Middle East ever since I was a child, that anybody, let alone Hamas, should have been able to hit them from land, air, and sea. It should have been detected. They're too sophisticated. So you have to ask yourself, just like I'm asking myself about our election. I'm Friendship Pearson. Welcome to Friendship Blue. If you like the work, thumbs up. Please subscribe. God bless you. Get right, stay right. Get ready for the flight. Jesus coming soon. John 3:16. He loves you. Love him back.